Episode 38. I'm your host, Black Chef 56, and I am, of course, joined by the one, the only Gallows.
Yo.
And, of course, we're also joined by Joe.
Hello.
Poor Joe.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can't have any normal episode of the podcast without talking about weekly updates, so I have got to ask, how's everybody's week? Gallows, let's go ahead and start with you, buddy.
My week has actually been good.
That's good.
Mostly work, but good.
That is good. All right. Joe, how was your week, buddy?
Just a week, nothing else.
Okay. My week's okay. Might possibly have a date tomorrow. Don't know yet.
Oh, shit.
So that's going to be nice. Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Male or female?
Female.
Oh. It's okay. You got us in case if it doesn't work out.
Trust me, Joe, you're not my shoulder to cry on, so don't worry about it. Don't fret. Anyways, so yeah, there's that, and then, I got nothing else other than next week, most likely we may or may not be having a podcast. Maybe. I don't know. It's because I am going to be going to a convention next weekend. So may or may not have the podcast earlier, or I may or may not be doing it live from the convention. Depends on what Wi-Fi they have. So
They're gonna have that shitty Wi-Fi.
probably, yeah. I'm not even gonna lie, but we'll see what it is. I mean, it is a convention center, so maybe not.
Yeah. Depends on which part of the building you're in.
Yeah, especially because a lot of those parts have shitty Wi-Fi.
Absolutely, they do. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go into Now Showing. So, Now Showing this week. We have 3 today. We have Terrifier 2. We also have Werewolf by Night and the new Hellraiser, 2 of which are streaming. So, Terrifier 2, I did want to bring this up just because this is actually a significant thing, I would say, because Terrifier was entirely crowdfunded. So was this one. But this one got so much crowdfunding that they actually got a theatrical release, which is insane. So I'm thoroughly interested to see what you guys would think, because I don't know if you guys have ever seen Terrifier. This is the one with Art the Clown. The first one literally has him sawing a chick in half, vagina first.
I've seen like video clips like of it.
Oh, hold on. We have a surprise guest. Hello, Leon.
Hey guys.
Yo, what's
You
up?
actually gonna be joining in tonight?
No, I'm actually gonna be leaving in a little bit to go pick up a buddy to go do my gig down at the bar.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
So you're just gonna join us for a few minutes?
Yeah, join for a little bit, then I gotta get going.
Okay, sounds all fine and dandy. All right. So we're talking about Terrifier 2, the fact that this has been crowdfunded, and it actually got a theatrical release. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I heard about it. I've never seen the first one, so I don't really understand the movie. Oh, it is? All right.
Well, and Art the Clown has technically been a part of like short films.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of them was All Hallows Eve.
Think I've seen that one. It's been a while.
And then of course you also had hold on 1 second. You also had freaking Hello, No More Cupcakes. I'm assuming that is Allie. She is joining us right now. But yes, so we have that, and then Terrifier, which was crowdfunded. It's low budget as shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not like so bad. It's entertaining, and it does really, really well with the gore. So I give it credit where credit is due.
Okay.
Of course, we also have Werewolf by Night, which I know Joe was super excited to learn about. I was too, because it was referenced in Moon Knight of all places.
Yeah, I remember about that a little bit. I haven't watched it yet, but
it's pretty good. I would recommend it.
Yeah, it's on my list of things to watch. I have quite a few.
I forgot
there you
to watch it today. I was planning to, but then I was like, rather not. I'll do it later.
It's only like 50 minutes. I hope you realize that. It's
Yeah.
not even an hour long.
Really? It's just
Yeah,
short.
it's not long. It's a special presentation. So
I feel like we should have had more.
all right. So Ali is in the chat, boys. Be mindful and respectful, and don't say "fuck that bit." No, I'm kidding.
Well, too late.
Yeah, too late on that one. Anyways, so what else do we have? Any more thoughts, comments, concerns on Terrifier 2 or Werewolf by Night?
Both sound really good. I'm just wondering how low budget is it though?
Terrifier 2?
Yeah.
No, they got a bigger budget in this one. So it's definitely a little better, but the first one is significantly low budget. Like you can tell just based on the locale, the set design, and everything else like that. But like when it comes to the gore and everything else, they go all out.
I bet.
Lower tier B-rated movie with high gore.
My favorite kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of
Can't go
people
wrong with those.
movies.
No,
Nope.
it's essentially Grindhouse is what it is. But I've been told that this one actually ups the kills. Like I heard this one goes above and beyond with this one, and I'm thoroughly invested. But speaking of upping the kills, I would also like to talk about Hellraiser, the new reimagining. It is not a remake of the original Clive Barker story. It is actually its own thing, and we finally got our female Hell Priestess, aka Pinhead. So I did watch this morning, so I do want to talk about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
I recommend it if you are a Hellraiser fan. So the coolest thing about this movie is the lament configuration and the Cenobites. That's it. Everything else is okay. Like the gore is really, really good, but I will warn you: the first 3 kills are practically off screen.
What? Are you serious?
The fuck,
But-
man?
But the last 2 are done really, really well, and they're on screen for the most part.
So basically, set up the last 2 kills. They close out the first 3, basically.
Correct.
I mean, that doesn't sound
Good
any
idea.
different from the original Hellraiser movies, so.
Well, I will say this. I would say probably this one is bloodier than the original Hellraiser, but not by much. There is some really cool stuff that they do in this movie that I would 100% never want to spoil for anybody. So I definitely think.
I'll probably watch it tonight
definitely
before
think-
bed.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend watching it. Now, granted, I was kind of a cheating bastard and I watched it on my phone.
You watch it during the
What?
day.
I had no other way of watching it, Joe. You can kiss my ass. I'll watch it eventually on my TV again.
Not
I
tonight.
will warn you: the first act is not that great. It's well acted and everything, but
Slow going?
it's very slow. This is a slow burn movie, so don't go in expecting quick pace fucking shit. And it's actually I think it is one of the longest Hellraiser movies as well. It is like just a minute over 2 hours.
Fuck.
So it's a grind, but it still keeps you thoroughly invested, even though you know what's happening. It's like it still keeps you intrigued and like, okay, what else are they gonna do? It actually made me gasp a couple times. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I actually was genuinely like, oh no, but went away there. So I definitely think seeing this movie is. I would highly recommend it. I would have loved to have seen this in theaters. Like, damn, this movie looked gorgeous.
It probably could have been a good theater movie.
Oh, it would have been a great thing. I would have happily sat in a theater for 2 hours for this movie. You kidding me? Hell yeah. Happily.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that I highly recommend seeing this film if you got Hulu or you have access to Hulu. Highly, highly recommend
I
it.
have access to your. So I'll watch it later.
That you do. You have no excuse.
I
Of all the
know,
people in this
I know,
chat,
I know.
of all the people in this freaking group, Gallows, you have no excuse.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it tonight. All right.
You also have no excuse to not watch Werewolf by Night.
Yep.
I have Disney Plus. I know. I don't know.
I was never
Just
a
saying.
big fan of the Hellraiser movies, but they were interesting. I do give it at that. Well,
So, I would say that Hellraiser 1 and 2 are definitely still the best. I would definitely say Hellraiser 2 is one of the best.
Yeah.
But I will say Hellraiser 3 is fun. Hellraiser 4 is pretty interesting. I like what they do in Hellraiser 4. This one, I would say it's right below Hellraiser 2. I think it's a step above the original in terms of, like, it actually got me to care about these characters. It actually got me to do a whole bunch. Like, it was genuinely intriguing and all that, even though I knew exactly what it was going to... Calling people out over here? Okay. Yeah, I do. Absolutely, I do. Sorry, Ali was saying that Chad keeps calling out people over here. It's like, absolutely, I do. Anyways, so when it comes to this one, I would say I like it better than the first one, but I do not like it better than Hellraiser 2. I think Hellraiser 2 is like the gold standard for a Hellraiser movie. Would I like to see more from this universe? Absolutely, wholeheartedly. You're about to say, Gallus?
Yeah, I've seen Hellraiser. I just don't know which one it was.
You probably saw the first one.
Yeah, more likely it was just the first one. I thought the first one was good.
Was it a dude in an attic that was like slowly coming back to life from being a skeleton?
No. It was the one with the female protagonist.
Oh, so you saw Hellraiser 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that the one in the psych ward? Was it in a psych ward?
Basically.
You saw Hellraiser
basically.
2.
Oh, wow.
You saw the
I
best
think
one?
I've seen just 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3 and 4.
3 and 4. 3 is fun. I like 3. 3 is a lot of fun. 4 is interesting because it works as a prequel, a sequel, and a final end game of the entire series. Because it takes place so far into the future. It goes through like 3 separate timelines. So it's heavily intriguing. It's super intriguing when it comes to that. Because it gives the backstory of the limit configuration. It was and also befittingly, it was the last theatrical Hellraiser movie.
Oh, wow.
Every single movie beyond that, every single one, including the new one, was either direct to DVD or direct to streaming.
I enjoy the fact that they went with the original idea of Hellraiser being a female. Pinhead being a female instead of a male.
Yes, for those of you that don't know, female Pinhead, they don't really describe the gender of the Cenobites in the Hellraiser book by the novel by Clive Barker, but they had said that Pinhead was female, and the only real reason why Clive Barker, when he was directing the first one, he decided to make Pinhead a male is just because he's like, well, I want this to be a popular horror icon, so most of those, at that point, it was Freddy, Jason,
Michael Myers.
Yeah, Freddy, Jason, and Michael, so he's like, well, shit, I gotta make him a dude. And no discredit to the actor, he is still hands down whoever I think of as Pinhead, but this new actress does a really, really good job. And also they ditch leather for flesh. So they're not wearing the leather get-ups. It's actually like pieces of flesh that are folded over, or like you just see muscle tone. It looks super fucking cool. I would love to see more of these Cenobites.
Even though fucking leather is flesh, it just dried out and stuff.
No, it's like it still looks like gooey flesh with like blood muscle underneath. It's highly recommend watching.
Really badass.
It is.
That's really awesome.
Also, she has a pretty intimidating moment. Like you see it part of it in the trailer where she goes, "What do you pray for?"
Mm-hmm.
And she actually takes. You know, I'm not gonna ruin it for you. It's actually one of my favorite parts of the entire movie. I'm not gonna ruin that for you. You have to watch it yourself.
All right.
Suck
I'll watch it later. Right.
Yeah,
all right.
Suck it.
Definitely one I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. On to our first topic for the night. So we have our first official trailer and poster for the Super Mario Brothers movie, and
This was really great.
man, oh man, it looks fantastic.
Awesome.
Here we
It
go.
does.
Okay.
Here we go. Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
I think they should work a little harder on the accent, though, because you can barely recognize that it is an accent.
Well, also, he only has like 2 lines of fucking dialogue. So,
yeah, you're right.
I think we just got to get used to it, is what it is. But I will say this. Ooh, that restraint. Yeah. Anyways, so I will say this. That I think, all in all, Jack Black does a really good job. He, like, you can hear Jack Black in the voice, especially when he says, "Who's gonna stop me?" But you can also, like, you get the intimidation about Bowser. I will also say that Keegan-Michael Key is Toad. I couldn't even tell it was Keegan-Michael Key. That's how much range this dude has. That's crazy.
Right.
That is
Wait,
insane.
Who's playing Pete?
Anya Taylor-Joy. We don't know what she sounds like yet, or what Peach looks like. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
We did get to see Luigi, and I'm thoroughly... I already like what Charlie Day is doing, because I feel like if anybody could do a really good Luigi, it would be Charlie Day.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of the best choices for that. Now, we still haven't seen what Donkey Kong, Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong sounds like. I'm super interested to see that.
I would love to see that. I would really love to see how Steve plays.
Yeah. Allie says Jack Black as Bowser, or Jack Black as Bowser sounds so good.
It does.
It does.
It does.
He's perfect for that
Open
whole
the gates.
I think that was a
I'm gonna
great
get my thoughts on it real quick.
Yeah.
I gotta get going.
Okay.
I do agree. Jack Black as Bowser, amazing. I'm interested to see what Chris does with Mario. And I do think the movie's going to be pretty damn good
I do too.
for the most part, and I actually can't wait to see it. And yes, Seth Rogen as DK should be very, very interesting.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I can't wait till that trailer comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, that's going to be great. But
Oh yeah.
I got to get going. I got a gig to go do, so.
Leon, well, we wish you the best of luck with your gig, and it was great for you joining us for a few moments.
Yep, definitely. I try when I can.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, we always appreciate it. All right, man. We'll see you later.
All right. Catch you guys later.
All right. Joe, do you have any thoughts on the Super Mario Brothers trailer? You're kind of being a little quiet.
I was plotting my evil attention. I mean, okay. Yeah, but I'm just like, there's like some people just like, it sounds just like Chris Pratt, and then they're like, the French version sounds better. I'm like, look, this movie ain't coming out until fucking April next year, so have patience or shut the fuck up and just enjoy the ride.
Joe, you know why I'm chuckling?
Yeah, because I was being a little too.
A little hypocritical. It's a little hypocritical coming from you.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong.
Do I need to mention a little thing called Overwatch 2?
Oh, damn.
Overwatch you're not wrong.
Really doing so good.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so on to our next topic. I feel like that's a good segue with Leon leaving. On to our next topic. So it is official, in the remake of Nosferatu, we have Bill Skarsgård as the title character himself, even though the director did want Willem Dafoe, and I think that would have been a great choice. We are now going to be getting Bill Skarsgård. Oh, yeah, no. But I think, here's the thing is, I think Willem Dafoe has already played Nosferatu. I think he has. I think it was a remake in the 90s. Oh, we lost Gallus.
It wasn't really a remake, it was just like a... Hold on, I'm gonna have out here.
But with Bill Skarsgård, I think that's a really good choice because he did so well with Pennywise. I just hope he doesn't get always casted as monsters.
Typecast, yeah.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't get typecast because he's actually a decent actor. I've seen him in Barbarian. He does a really good job as a normal dude. Like, he doesn't always have to play this over-the-top monster, though I think he does it really, really well as an over-the-top monster. Yeah, I don't know why we lost Gallows.
Oh, what was the movie?
I know what you're talking. Like I know that he's a part of it. I just don't know what. Oh, there he is.
Oh, Shadow of the Vampire. That's what it
Oh,
was.
it's called Shadows of the Vampire. So
Shadow of the Vampire. Yeah.
okay.
Yo, I'm back. Sorry
It's
about
like
that.
a fictionalized
you're good, buddy.
telling of the making of Nosferatu, where what if Max Shrek, the actor who played Count Orlok, was an actual vampire himself? It was a great movie.
I don't know nothing really about that movie altogether.
Yeah.
Honestly,
But I do think Bill Skarsgård. If you've seen what Nosferatu looks like, which okay, let's get that out of the way. Yes, Nosferatu was essentially a bootleg Dracula. They literally copied it beat for beat and just changed a few names and situations here and there, as well as the design. Just saying, like Nosferatu was 100% a bootleg of Dracula. So, but because it's such an iconic look. Everybody's like, okay, that makes more sense that, you would want to do something along those lines.
I think the idea to have him as the character Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that.
Nosferatu.
I'm not gonna attempt it. So I'm not gonna attempt to try to pronounce that.
Nosferatu.
The vampire, because we're talking about the same guy who played it, right?
Yes, he played Pennywise.
Yeah, they picked the perfect dude for this movie.
I do agree, but like Joe and I were saying, I would hate for him to get typecasted as these kind of creepy monsters, because he's actually a decent actor. Like, he's thoroughly charming and everything else. Like, I saw him in Barbarian. He's not playing a creature in that. He's just a normal dude. So which by the way, definitely go see Barbarian if you haven't seen it already. Highly recommend going in blind. It is a blast.
And it's not about ancient barbarians, unfortunately.
No, it is not.
Oh,
it's
cool.
just its own little. I would say it's honestly its own little Twilight Zone-esque episode, but with a lot of intrigue and mystery into what is going on. And then when you find out what is going on, cuts away to a completely different character, and God, is that jarring, but man, was it fun. Anyways, we're talking about Nosferatu here, so I do think Bill Skarsgård is a good choice for this character. I can't wait to see him in full-on makeup and see what he starts doing whenever we start seeing trailers and stuff like that. So, what do you guys? I know you guys have both said that this is a really good choice. Do you think that Nosferatu could really be made today? Because I think it can. I just don't think you need to modernize it.
The way how copyright law works these days.
I think
Nosferatu was copyright free.
I think with the whole movie, I think they should keep it silent as the original movie was. The same way they kept it black and white with the Marvel Werewolf movie, basically.
Werewolf by Night is not entirely black and white. The last 3 minutes are in color.
Yeah.
Not even that. Like last minute and a half. Yeah. It's like last 2 minutes are color. But it was nice. I like that. So I don't think keeping it silent will definitely make it good. I think you should definitely add sound. But definitely keeping it black and white with like sparse choices of color, I think is a great idea. Like, so what I think you could do is you could do something similar to Werewolf by Night. Is you can keep it black and white, but every bit of blood, and make this movie bloody as all hell. Make it red. Make it bright red. I want to see this blood.
I don't know if you guys ever seen a movie called Spirit. Have you guys
Spirit? The Frank Miller movie, the god awful one where Samuel L. Jackson is a fucking Nazi.
Basically, where he plays a dude named Octopus.
Oh, that was
because he fucking uses 8 guns and shit. Yeah, that one.
I got 8 of everything. Yeah. Oh my god, that movie is weird as shit.
It's a weird ass movie. But
it's basically Sin City.
Yeah.
Okay, here you want a better example of usage of color in a black and white area? Fucking watch Sin City.
Of course.
A better Frank Miller project.
Okay, you want to know?
Sin City movies are good. I love them. Yeah. They're really great.
Hear me on this, but like, although it was not one of the best games ever released in history, look at Hatred as an example for a gaming example of that. Like you'd see
No.
color, like if something explodes or
Oh, okay.
fire gets set, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I would definitely say do something like what Werewolf by Night did. Do something similar to that, where it's like make this movie bloody as hell, but make the blood pop. Like if someone's getting bloodshot eyes, make that fucking pop. I swear to God, that would be such a good.
Make it fucking red.
Yeah. Like oversaturated red, kind of like. I want to see this blood, and I want it to be the first thing I notice as soon as it cuts to it. I think that would be such a good stylistic choice that you would actually keep people entertained.
Do you think they'll keep him scrawny? Do you think they'll keep him scrawny though?
I mean, Bill Skarsgård's pretty scrawny, so
That's true. He really is scrawny. I think it's a good idea.
yeah, no, I definitely think it's a good idea. I would love to see if they do that. If it's in color, I'm not going to necessarily bitch and moan about it, but I do think that this is a film that could benefit from having sparse moments of color with it being black and white. Yeah, so Ali even said like something they did in Sin City. I think that is a good idea because I think they actually made any bit of blood in Sin City pop out.
Yeah, they did. Especially when they cut that goddamn dude's head off.
Oh yeah.
Or that
played by Elijah Wood.
Yeah. They cut it off and you see nothing but blood spill everywhere and that dude.
Love Sin City. I need to watch those movies again. Those movies are great.
Or the second one where the fact that the dude smelled really bad, you can tell his color tone was yellow and stuff.
Well, that was in the first one.
Was it? Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
I got them backwards.
Second one has the guy whose eyes like really glow. Anyways, segue into our next topic, and Joe, I think this is one that you posted. So we not only have we had our first official gameplay, we also have had our first official trailer for the Dead Space. Is this a remaster or is this a remake?
A remake.
It is a remake. So
basically, first game, but with instead of Isaac just keeping his mouth fucking shut back in the original first game, he'll be talking more.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
And the necromorphs and everything are touched up graphically, and it'll still be a spooktastic adventure.
Yeah, I definitely am looking forward to this because I've actually never played Dead Space. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I've seen people play it.
If you have Game Pass and you have the
I know.
Game Pass,
I have it downloaded.
No fucking excuse to play
Hey, I have it downloaded, bitch. I also just haven't gotten to it yet because I've been trying to play Halo CE that I've never played. So
I played the Dead Space 3 one and I loved it. I really did. I love the whole jump
Dead Space 3 was more of an action game than anything else. It's what killed the whole franchise. Well, it still had the jump scares and everything. Oh yeah. No, it'll still have the horror element, but like that's the whole point. It's supposed to be a third-person survival horror game, basically, is what the first Dead Space was, if I'm not mistaken. Joe?
Yeah.
I definitely think we're ready for some more. Sorry. Let me say this. Normally, I'm a little over it with the whole remakes and remasters, but hey, we haven't got a new Dead Space game. We could have gotten Dead Space 4, but hey, I wouldn't mind another go at having nearly the piss scared out of me on the Ishimura.
Well, I think here's the thing is I think what they could do is they could take a book out of Alien Isolation and how you can do your scares.
Yeah.
Because that's and actually how you can kind of do some of your gameplay too. Because survival horror, I mean, if there's anything, okay. So Ali said third-person horror FPS. So that makes sense. Yeah, but if I think of any successful survival horror game of late, I would definitely say something along the lines of Alien Isolation. So I think that there is a lesson that can be learned
and
from
Outlast.
that. And Outlast is one of those franchises that's been a while. They're on what, 4 now?
I can't even go through the first hour of those games without being scared. Where I'm like, okay, nope, I can't continue.
I don't get scared all that easily anymore, so
I
that's
do.
what it is. Well, yeah, because you're so little bitch. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and go. Yeah.
At least with Dead Space, you can actually kill the Necromorphs.
Yeah, that's fair. Outlast
Those
is
things-
literally you're supposed to just survive against all fucking odds.
And you
You
can't
know-
do anything except run.
You know what I hope they keep in this new remake? I hope they keep the killings. How you get killed and stuff. I always enjoyed those type of things.
It's like you fucked up. You done fucked
Yeah,
up.
how bad you get fucked up from the
Okay.
necromorph and shit like that.
Even during boss fights.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. All right. We're actually almost done with our topics, believe it or not.
Shit.
Yeah.
Really?
What happens when we don't have Lewis in here?
Or Allie, you know.
Ellie should really join us in
Watching.
video.
Allie's with me at the comments like, bruh.
Allie's in the comments right now. So, anyways,
You're
on to our
probably
next
laughing
topic.
her ass off.
So, Armor Wars has now officially been traded off from a Disney Plus show into a Marvel cinematic movie. And I think that is probably the best choice you could do. We're starting to get burned out of all the MCU shows, which, by the way, She-Hulk Episode 7, fucking fantastic, by the way, or whatever, Episode 8. This last episode was great. Where the fuck has this show been? I've been wanting this show. This is the show I've been wanting, and it shows that they can actually fucking write a decent superhero show that involves Law and Order. It felt like Law and Order, and everybody's like, "Oh, you only like it because you like the fact that Daredevil was in it." It's like, no, I like it because it's actually good writing. And yes, Daredevil was in it, and that's awesome. But it's actually good writing. It actually had good jokes. There was a shit ton of jokes that I was like, I actually laughed my ass off at that. I didn't laugh my ass off, but I
Some are
chuckled.
kind of hidden.
I actually got the chuckle. Yeah, well, no, it's definitely still hit and miss. But I definitely think, like, I love the fourth wall break where it's like, oh, you're still here? Really? Is next week the finale? And I was like, oh, wait, really? That's actually kind of cool. I like that. Like, and I think that what they were trying to do with the message at the end is perfectly fine. Like, I like that. I think that's a good way, but I still think the finale is not going to land because they're doing the typical MCU show thing where they reveal everything at the end of the finale, and it's like that feels so rushed. So
Hey guys, it always does feel so rushed at the end of it. I love the fact that they gave Daredevil the walk of shame.
That was funny as shit. I was like, that's about as goofy.
I was
as
that
we
walk
can
of
take this
shame when
character.
he got lucky. So that's the thing.
It's a walk of shame because he's having to walk out in his superhero suit barefoot.
Basically,
That's why.
And he could have kept his fucking boots on. But
Yeah, but no, it's a walk of shame joke is what it is. So I think that's about as goofy as you need to take this character because I still have, from what they've shown us, I think that you can. I have so much faith that the MCU is going to keep Daredevil about as good as he is in the show, in the Netflix show. So
Yeah.
I think that personally, this makes so much more sense.
It does.
And I'm super pumped to see the Born Again show because hell, I might even watch Echo. I don't want to, but I might because I know Daredevil and Wilson Fisk are going to be a part of it. So
they're gonna be throwing hands.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I think it's
But I'm super pumped for Born Again. I'm super pumped for Born Again, 100%. And that I think that this, and honestly, if the show can keep this kind of idea, minus again the fact that we are getting up for the finale, I still think the show is just going to be hit or miss with that one really good episode, but I ultimately think it's going to be okay. Anyways, we went way off topic. Back onto Armor Wars. So I think that them making this a movie makes so much more sense just because I wanted to see this as a movie. I never wanted to watch this as a fucking show. I'm like,
Same here.
okay, it's Armor Wars, bro. Like, you could do this really interestingly with a fucking movie. Because, like, I've been wanting a War Machine movie since Iron Man fucking 2.
Same here.
I've
So
been
it's
wanting
one of those-
a War Machine movie since the first one. Honestly, since the first movie came out with Iron Man, I thought it'd be really great to have the Iron Man movie, his partner have a whole ass movie to himself and stuff.
Yeah,
Where he
and I
has
also
to
like
do
the
the
fact
shit.
that the MCU is finally realizing that Don Cheadle can actually be genuinely funny.
Yep.
which is fucking shocker. But yeah, like Don Cheadle is a good serious actor, but he's also been in a lot of comedies, and he has a good sense of humor. So I think that I think that. Go ahead.
There's more that dad joke humor, basically.
But even then, he's still pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys not seen his Captain Planet College Humor skit?
No, I've seen a clip of it where he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm Captain Planet, motherfucker."
Yeah, it's actually genuinely funny. It is so fucking
It's just
hilarious.
the
You can
whole
look up,
tone
just
of
look
it.
up Don Cheadle Captain Planet, and you're gonna laugh your ass off. You will actually know how funny this guy can be. But anyways, I still think that Don Cheadle can carry his own movie, especially an MCU movie. I think he has the quips enough for it, and I genuinely will. I want to see this on the big screen just because I want to see it get the big screen treatment. I'm also getting sick and tired of all the Disney Plus shows. They're irritating my soul. But
I think we all are. I think, well, even with the movies, I feel like the Marvel should cool down on the process of making these movies.
Oh, I agree.
Oh,
And apparently, Secret Wars has been pushed back another year.
Yes, like that's what I'm talking about. They should keep it like that. They should at least push the movies back at least about a year or two, so we can get some time to rest off of these movies, and
also,
they get right
help
back
with the CGI getting better as well. I think that would be a good idea.
Take some time on the CGI, bro, because fucking She-Hulk has some okay CGI, but also some terrible CGI.
Actually, the CGI fucking bumped up this last episode. I'm not even gonna lie.
It did.
This episode it bumped up. It actually looked good on her face. Her suit CGI, I was like, that looks way too rubbery. But like she's wearing like the business suit, the blue. I was like, okay, but the face CGI was really, really good. It wasn't as blurry as it has been, so I'm loving that. God, I'm exhausted. Anyways, you guys have any more thoughts, comments, concerns about Armor Wars becoming a movie?
I thought this could have gone either way, to a show or to a movie, but I'm glad they went the movie route. I think this is a great idea to go with the movie route on this.
Right. Alrighty then. So on to our final topic for tonight, and then we'll go into Snodacast. So Black Panther Wakanda Forever has not only 4 new posters, it also has our first official trailer. Yes, I know everybody's like, well, we already have the trailer. That is a teaser. That is not a trailer. This is a trailer. It gives us an idea of what the story is going towards. More of an idea than the teaser did. And I think it's a pretty good trailer. I'm actually looking forward to this movie. However, I still have my concerns, because not only are you introducing Namor, which apparently is not going to be in Atlantis, because DC hopped on that and said, the fuck it is, bitch, and we're going to go from there.
Wait, hold on. I thought Atlantis was a whole open thing with DC and Marvel, because they both have 2 dudes who control the water, so why wouldn't it be an open subject?
As far as I know, they're not gonna say Atlantis.
That's stupid.
Because they're moving Atlantis towards more, like they're taking these characters less as a Greek character and more as a South American character.
That is true. The Warriors uniform and everything looks more like Aztec Mayan type.
Yeah, it looks more Aztec Mayan stuff. Exactly. So I think this is still going to be a good movie. But the other thing is, not only are you introducing that character, who I would have loved to have seen face off against Black Panther, and I do think that it would have been nice to have recasted T'Challa. However, I also agree that Ryan Coogler is essentially letting the rest of the world grieve of the loss of his friend.
Yeah.
And that's how they're doing this. He would want us to just do that. And it's not that we won't get a T'Challa later down in the road, because we are gearing towards the multiverse. So it's just one of those things. So I think we will eventually get another T'Challa. I just don't think it's going to be... It will never be Chadwick. I think it's just going to be some other actor.
So he is a unique Black Panther.
So with this new Black Panther trailer, we also get the first look of who becomes Black Panther and her new suit. of her becoming Black Panther. Plus, we also get
we don't know if it's Shuri or Okoye.
I think it is
We're
Okoye.
fairly certain it's Shuri.
I think they're
No,
saying
it's Shuri. She's been
I
the
think they
vocal
say it was
forefront
Weaver.
of the.
I thought it was gonna be the mom.
No.
Yeah.
But they also show us the bulky Ironheart suit being made
They
and
show
being
her in
worn.
part 1. And that was the
Yeah,
other thing I was
part
getting
1.
towards is not only are you introducing Atlanteans or whatever the hell they're going to end up calling them, you're introducing Namor, which is one of the most, I wouldn't say the most
He has
iconic.
his wing feet.
He has his wing feet and he actually uses them to
Thank
fly,
God.
which is awesome. But you're also introducing Ironheart. You're introducing Riri Williams. And it's just one of those things that's like, I don't know how to feel about that, you know?
It's not that I don't give a fuck about the character, but I'm like, okay, she's gonna be here. That's it.
Yeah,
I think it's
well,
good.
she's getting her own show.
I personally feel that this is going to get. I personally feel this is a good idea to go with them showing Ironheart, because they're not showing that there's another Iron Man. There's going to be another Iron Warrior. Well, that's what I'm going with. Another Iron Warrior in the MCU. MCU multiverse, original Earth, or whatever you want to call it.
Fair enough. So I do agree with that. That's fine. All right, on to Snodacquicks. Let's go ahead and go into that. It's going to be a very short episode this week. So this is Snodacquicks. You guys, if you've been watching the show, you know exactly what this is. We can further elaborate on a single topic that we talked about today or a few weeks earlier, or you can bring up a whole new topic that you would like to talk about. So we're going to go ahead and start with... we're going to start with Gallows. I believe you wanted to talk about the new George Lopez show? Lopez.
Yeah, Lopez versus Lopez. What I saw from the trailer, and it's coming out the next 2 months in November, coming out in November, the first week of November or the second week of November, 1 or 2. I don't remember the date, but it looks really good. It looks like it looks like Lopez. It looks like George is living with his daughter in this one.
Okay.
And him and his wife are now divorced, and his daughter is now dealing with the whole divorced parents at an older age, and them, the whole thing. One of the jokes go that the mom's like, "Why do you keep calling late at night, asking about, saying, hey, you still up?" You know, that sexual kind of text and stuff you get and stuff.
We know what the U of Texas. Continue.
Yeah. It looks
that's
good.
a joke?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it sounds fun. I just don't think it could be a whole sitcom. I think it could just go along the lines of it could just go along the lines of maybe a few episodes, I don't know. Maybe they can make it work. It depends.
I think it's probably going to be 8 to 10 episodes at most, probably.
Okay.
And then they're probably maybe give a second season at most. Probably not. We'll see how the whole show goes.
Okay. That's fair. All right. And Joe, I believe you wanted to continue to talk about Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into major spoilers, so you can reveal one of the characters that shows up, but don't go into super spoilers.
Yeah, first off, Jack,
yeah.
It's we see him, he's kind of just he seems kind of shifty, a little he's kind of I don't know why the fuck I'm here, but I know I gotta do this one thing, but... And honestly, the fact that they mentioned the Bloodstone and they mentioned Elsa, I was like, oh, they're gonna go ahead and bring her in the MCU. Her and the Bloodstone are you can't have one without the other.
Right.
But she's kind of part of the whole big multiverse shit that goes on throughout the whole Marvel universe.
Okay,
well, there's also Howard the Duck, but who knows where the fuck he is.
He's played by Seth Green, and he's been in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
I just hope we see him more.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, is that all you want to talk about?
Yeah,
Okay,
and then we all know Ted. As soon as I saw who he's supposed to be, I just laughed my ass off. I was like, wow, well, he's kind of part of the multiverse in another way, but for any viewers that are wondering, what the fuck is Joe talking about?
Man Thing.
Yep.
Man Thing is now officially in the MCU. Yeah.
I saw
Which is essentially Swamp Thing.
Although y'all were talking like it may not be MCU canon, Man Thing obviously has to be.
I would think so. I think it's definitely gonna. It's a good way to eventually lean into the supernatural element of the MCU, which is what they're kind of going towards. I know where everybody's like, oh, they're going towards the multiverse. I'm like, yeah, but they're also leaning in towards a lot of the supernatural stuff
And the horror shit.
And the horror shit, which I'm super pumped about.
Yes,
because I think anybody could do really, really well. And honestly, the fact that Michael Giacchino, who not only scored this movie, he also directed this movie. Everybody knows who Michael Giacchino is. Or at least if you don't know who he is, you know a lot of his work. Like he did the what's the word I'm looking for? So the word I'm looking for is he did the Marvel fanfare score. He also scored the new Star Trek movies. He scored Doctor Strange. He scored a lot of MCU projects as well as a lot of other movies. And a lot of music. He's done a lot of music. So the fact that this is his like directorial debut, I think he did a fantastic job. Just from a directing standpoint alone, I loved a lot of the shots. I loved a lot of the stuff that came down. Like, I definitely think some of the violence was really good. I was expecting this to be TVMA because Disney finally pushed that. I just don't think that they're pushing it with their current projects.
Especially when they have Jack transform into his form. They have it happen a bit off screen, and you don't really see his face as the werewolf until like towards the end where he's about to pounce on Nelson. I was like, everything else was good, but then I did all that, and I'm like, Disney, why? I wanted the whole fucking thing.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, even the original Universal monster movies, they would sometimes do that. They would show the transformation in the shadows, and I think that was a really good Hitchcock reference.
Slightly off screen,
yeah, slightly off screen as well. I definitely like. This is something that I would love to watch time and time, like rewatch multiple times, just to pick up on certain clue details. Like whenever he's looking at the bus, it could be like, oh, well, he's afraid that he's going to be up there next. That's what I originally thought. And then someone pointed out, it's like, no, he's looking for the darkest fucking corner so he can hide there.
Yep.
And he eventually does. So, I thought that was really cool. And again, this is one of the reasons why I was like, I think that the color palette in this was really, really handled well, because the only object of color is the Bloodstone, and it's red. And I'm like, you could do that with so many other projects.
I feel like the blood should have been the most red.
They would have been TV.
They set the whole door on fire.
Would have been made it fun.
Yeah, that was also too.
Yeah. No, I agree, but I think this is definitely the right step to start taking, especially if you're going to be doing something with Blade. Like, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Michael Giacchino directing Blade. That could be fun. I could see him doing something like those lines. So
I think it'd be a good idea to Blade back in.
Well, no, I'm saying like the guy who directed this, I think he would be a good match for the Blade movie.
Oh, probably right.
Yeah. All right. Well, my topic is. What the hell am I talking about? Oh yeah. So we have our first official trailer for the David Harbour action Santa Claus movie called Violent Night, and I highly recommend watching this trailer. It just gives me Die Hard vibes. I'm like, okay, I actually genuinely kind of like this. This looks pretty good. John Leguizamo's playing the villain, which I thought was entertaining. I'm super pumped to see this in theaters. Like, it looks super cool. There's literally a point where he gives somebody a live grenade, and then he starts walking away. And he's like, you know what? I gotta look. And he turns around and actually looks at the guy explode. I'm like, That's awesome. I love that joke. That's a good joke. There's also a point where he's like surrounded and he just starts sucking on a candy cane and he actually stabs someone through the cheek with it. I was like, yo, this looks like so much fun. Yeah. No, this looks like so much fun. And I highly recommend checking out this trailer. And if you get excited about it just like I did, I think this is definitely going to be one of those like sleeper hits. I think this is going to be a great film.
When I saw the trailer, it reminded me of a movie that I once saw. It was just like the Violent Night movie. This is more like C-rated, B-rated type movie, low budget type film, and it gave me off a lot of that kind of stuff, a lot of violence with Santa Claus and shit like that.
Are you talking about Santa's Sleigh with Stone Cold Steve Austin as Santa Claus?
No.
What you're talking about? Okay.
No, all right. So this was like a while back. All right, it was like a while back. It was an actual like C-rated low-budget movie. Like
you're talking about Silent Night?
I think so.
That's a horror movie, man.
Is
It's
it?
a slasher movie. That is a slasher movie. Yeah.
Where he thinks he's fighting what's it called? What's the evil Santa called? The Krampus. But he actually just sitting here killing everybody in the mall and shit.
Krampus?
That's a different movie.
You met Krampus.
That is a different movie. That is a wholeheartedly different movie.
Yeah, it's a wholeheartedly different movie.
No. Silent Night is a guy who goes crazy because his parents were killed by Santa Claus.
Shit.
A guy dressed up as Santa Claus. And so he ends up going crazy and snaps and starts killing people who are quote-unquote naughty with an axe. So, yeah.
But yeah, that's what kind of movie it gave it off when I saw the trailer.
Okay. But
really
yeah,
good.
no, I definitely got Die Hard vibes from this movie. It definitely gave me Die Hard. It gave me just Die Hard vibes because it's like, oh, one man versus an entire army kind of thing. I'm like, okay, cool. This looks like so much fun though. I think I'm gonna have a blast watching this in the theaters.
So would you consider it a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie or both?
It would be considered a Christmas movie because it's not going to be a Halloween movie because it's not scary. Santa's the good guy in this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah! Like, that's why I keep saying Die Hard. Santa is John McClane in this situation.
Imagine this, but like, this was made back when Schwarzenegger was still young.
I don't think Schwarzenegger
was the character.
David Harbour's in his 50s. And he's playing Santa Claus. So
that's true. I don't think.
Which one of you motherfuckers is on the naughty list?
I don't think Schwarzenegger would actually sit here and do this type of movie. Honestly.
Like, please let me die.
Well, in the 90s, maybe. I could see Schwarzenegger doing it in the 90s.
It's Turbo
I don't think they would have done
time.
it. No, we're not. We are not referencing Deck the Fucking Halls. Or whatever the fuck it was called.
Catchphrase, damn
Jingle
it.
All the Way. Jingle All the Way. Yeah, no, we're not referencing Jingle All the Way. The movie killed comedy, damn it. No, I'm kidding.
The 90s, but you know, it was the fucking 90s.
How did that movie kill comedy?
Babies.
It's a bad comedy.
It is.
It is a bad comedy.
It reminds me, when somebody says like bad comedy and I think of Santa Claus, I think of Bad Santa. That's a bad comedy.
I consider
Bad Santa is a good comedy, though. I'm talking about, like, this is a movie that doesn't involve Santa Claus, and it is just a bad comedy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyways, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on any of the topics that we have talked about, or anything else?
I just enjoy it. I just think it's time for fucking the MCU to relax on their movies. That's all.
Oh no, I agree. I would love to start seeing
shows. Well, at least try to make them better.
Yeah.
Like, less.
We also need another Dead Space movie. All right. I've seen 2 of them. Oh,
Dead Space.
Have you guys never seen the Dead Space movies?
Nope. Oh, you're talking about the animated ones that are prequels?
The animated ones.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Interesting.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Let's see. What did Allie want to say? talk about that movie. We don't talk about Jingle All the Way.
Allie comes in and be like, too bad, we're talking about it.
No, Allie's the one that sent that chat.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, this has been Snodacast episode 38. I have been your host, BlackShot56. I have been joined by Thomas, a.k.a. Gallows.
Yo, see you later.
And Joe.
I love you too, Dad.
I will murder you with a
You know,
shovel.
I feel like
dulled, rusty shovel. I will make sure you get tetanus before you die.
So you're saying
That
you
is
should go
awful.
postal.
That's awful.
Anyways, before I decide to slowly and methodically kill Joe, this has been Snodacast episode 38, and we will see you all later.